Good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise.
It is the 16th of September 2014, a very good Tuesday morning to you. This is Breakfast Primetime Sunrise. I am Shahin Jarampati. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Chinese president arrived in Sri Lanka for a two-day official visit. 11,000 police personnel deployed for security in Uva. Sri Lankan red woodpecker enters into the list of endemic birds in Sri Lanka. US begins expanded campaign against IS, while first French fighter jets on reconnaissance flights to Iraq against Islamic State. Here are the stories in detail. President of the Republic of China Xi Jinping is due to arrive in the island today for a two-day official visit. Presidential spokesperson Mohan Sammarnayake said that a special function will be held at the Presidential Secretariat for the arrival of the Chinese president. Following the welcoming, Chinese President Xi Jinping will engage in bilateral discussions with his Sri Lankan counterpart Mahinda Rajapaksa. Mohan Sammarnayake said that a free trade agreement and several other agreements between the two countries are due to be signed. The police says that vehicular movement on several roads in Colombo will be restricted between 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. in view of the arrival of the Chinese president to Sri Lanka. Now, speaking the Newsfirst, police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rona said that accordingly commuters are requested to use alternative routes during this time period.
A special traffic diversion is implemented in respect of the arrival of Chinese president today. The vehicle movement on the following roads would be restricted from 10:30 to 1 o'clock. The roads are Colombo Katunayake Expressway, Baseline Road, Baudha Lokamawata, Wall Road from Bambalapitiya Junction to Golface Roundabout. However, the containers are restricted from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock on the above road. And in addition to that, in the evening also we have a special traffic plan in the area of Golface and Port. From 4:30 to 9 o'clock, vehicle movements will be restricted on Gold Road from Kalpiti Junction to Old Parliament Roundabout, Lotus Road, Bankumawasa, Chaitya Road. And the general public also are restricted to enter the Golface Green from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the evening today. Therefore, the road users are kindly requested to use alternative roads during this period.
Now, SSP Ajit Rona also spoke to Newsfirst about the special security plan which is in place in the Uva province in view of the upcoming provincial council election.
From tomorrow, we are going to deploy 11,000 officers in respect of Uva Provincial Council election. To date, since the first day of nomination, we have received 69 complaints in respect of election violence and election law violence. 45 persons have been arrested in connection with the offences of election violence. In addition to that, Police Headquarters has instructed all senior officers of Uva Province take appropriate action in order to prevent election violence, especially on the poll day, to uphold the rights of the voter. We are conducting mobile patrols, foot patrols and motorcycle patrols, and in addition to that, snap roadblocks are implemented in the area from tomorrow in order to prevent unauthorized vehicle movement. But every time we are seeking support and cooperation from the candidates and their supporters in this connection, because without their support and cooperation, we are not able to enforce the election law. However, the lawbreakers will be arrested, the vehicles will be taken into custody, and they will be produced in court, and no police bail is granted.
The Colombo Municipal Council says that there are environments conducive for dengue mosquito breeding around religious places in the Colombo city. The Chief Medical Officer of the Colombo Municipal Council, Dr. Ruan Vijayamuni, says that this information came to light at the dengue prevention program that was carried out in the Colombo city, keeping in line with the National Dengue Prevention Week.
Ini apa wisin Kolombo Nagara turut pikiti
special program was carried out yesterday to search all religious places. Under the program, 112 temples, kovils, churches and mosques in Colombo city were searched. Mosquito larvae was located at 13 of these locations. This is a serious situation. At the same time, there were 86 locations that were conducive for mosquito breeding. What is serious about the situation is that many people visit these places of worship, especially in the morning or in the evening, and this is the time that the dengue mosquito is most active. Breaking headlines this morning, environmentalist Jagat Gunawardena says that yet another bird has been added into the list of endemic birds in Sri Lanka. Accordingly, the common red-backed woodpecker has been added into the list of endemic birds.
Known as the red-backed woodpecker or the desert Sri Lankan flameback has been designated as an endemic species by the recent World Checklist of Birds prepared by Lions and BirdLife International. According to the authors, they had relied on the recent criteria to delineate new species, and thereby they had said that this woodpecker that is found in Sri Lanka except in the northern province has certain distinctly different characteristics. One of the subspecies has been designated as a full species and a species that is peculiar or endemic to Sri Lanka. And according to the authors, they have said that this bird differs from the other subspecies of the lumped together species by certain characteristics. One is the length of the bird differs from the others, specifically the length of the beak, the length of the wings and the length of the tail. The color is also distinctly different, this bird having a chestnut red back and dull red wing coverts or wings, and also the vocalization has been described as different from the other form. The bird of least concern, that is there is no conservation need at present, and it is one of the birds that is found in homesteads and woodlots in many urban areas, including suitable habitats in the city of Colombo itself. Thereby it will become one of the commonest, if not the commonest, endemic bird found in Sri Lanka.
On to sports news, captain of the Sri Lankan national netball team Shashika Samarasinha says that a more extensive program should be in place when competing in the international platform in terms of training and preparation. Now, she made this statement upon their team's arrival to the country after competing in the Asian Netball Championships. Sri Lanka emerged as runners-up in the 9th Asian Netball Championships after they were defeated 59-41 by defending champion Singapore on Sunday. Speaking to Sports First upon the team's arrival to the island yesterday, Captain Shashika Samarasinha praised the players' commitment and dedication, which she said attributed to them booking a place in the final.
We weren't prepared enough, which is why we lost. After losing in the final last year, we only started training for this tournament in January. So I feel without repeating what we did this year, we will start training immediately for next year's tournament. Then I believe we can triumph.
As the team competed in the tournament without a head coach, it was assistant coach Yamuna Sandamali who took on the reins.
If we are to really compete in the international level, we have to train harder, because it is not how it used to be. So we must prepare ourselves right now for next year's tournament.
And with that, we wrap up Newsfirst Primetime Sunrise for today. It's a pleasure having with us. For the Newsfirst team, I am Shine Rampad. Have a good day.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.